Many thanks everyone for joining us on Big Talk tonight here on Global Television. A pleasure to have you join us on the program. A lot has happened politically, but before we go into the main issue of tonight in terms of People's Democratic Party making a move to reconcile members of their party, we got a statement coming from Edwin Clark that PDP might exit a weekend from the party if the party must survive ahead of 2027 election. And now the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, has responded, and he has stated to the fact that the leader of the Southern and the Middle Belt Forum, Chief Edwin Clark, will call for him to be investigated and kicked out of the People's Democratic Party. That the letter that was not, he is not a member of the People's Democratic Party, and probably he said he did not recognize Clark as a member of the party, saying that a Ijaw leader had stood against his ambition to be the governor in 2014, despite which he has contested and won, and that no one had contributed to the progress of the party just as he had done in the past. This is coming from Governor Wike. That I don't know the party that Chief Clark belongs, because he was saying that when I entered the PDP, I have never seen him at the PDP meeting. I do not like to react to other statements like that, but let me tell you that history, so that people will know, in 2014, when I came out to run, Edwin Clark now said no, that it was the turn of Ijaw, and that nothing would make him to be the governor of then River State. In his word, I quote, "It is my right to run. If I fail, I come back. But to the glory of God, I ran and I won." Since then, Edwin Clark has written me letters, but I've refused to talk to anybody. I said it will not answer, that he was not a bad person when I championed the Ijaw and all of those concerns. He has raised some of this because this is coming on the heels of the letter that Edwin Clark wrote to the People's Democratic Party that they must suspend former Governor Wike from the party if the party must survive. There are a whole lot of concern and issues right there. And earlier today, the People's Democratic Party National Working Committee held a meeting in a bid to inaugurate members of members of the Reconciliation Committee to reconcile all the aggrieved parties, members of the party, and try to bring the people together ahead of 2027 election. We'll be bringing you that highlights and interactions shortly. But now, our focus tonight will be the fact that there is more uproar in Edo State, just as Philip Shaibu, the Deputy Governor, have been affirmed by the Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja. The judgment dismissed the appeal seeking to uphold Shaibu's impeachment. Shaibu's impeachment took place on April 8, 2024, following the report by a 7-man committee by Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja. But, the Deputy Governor had been impeached after the adoption of the report, and several issues arise from that. The appointment of Omabayo has Gowin as the new Deputy Governor replacing Shaibu was also set aside by the court. Now, the government said, we do not still recognize Philip Shaibu as the Deputy Governor, and this has also drawn a concern. Is this about the next election, the September 21st election? That is the issue and the concern tonight on the program. I'll be joined by Chieftain of All Progressive Congress, Mr. Daniel Momo. He joins us live on the program to give us perspective. Thanks so much for joining us on the program.
Good evening, Nigerians. And I think we take on the PDP.
Okay.
The PDP, a statement coming from Edwin Clark is a very heavy statement, and secondly, pity members of People's Democratic Party, PDP. Because of if Edwin Clark at his age is the one advising PDP, that is to tell you that PDP needs to be deregistered. Because of, I don't see any reason, if PDP know that, okay, Wike is a problem in the PDP. All what PDP need to do is for them to sit down in a round table and find a solution to their challenges. I think I could remember in 2015, PDP once had a scenario like this under the leadership of Ali Modu Sheriff, who was holding brief for the opposition party. And at the end of it all, PDP find a way to do away with Ali Modu Sheriff for the party to move forward. Why on earth? How can? This is a People Democratic Party. a supposed political party is being manipulated by an individual or a few group of people. This is a political party that has produced Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Speaker of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and even presidents of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, not one, not two. And this party have issues like this, and all those people who has used PDP as a vehicle to get to their destination, none of them can even offer any way forward, a solution to the challenges of the PDP. That is to tell you that most of the leaders of the PDP, they are ideologically switched off. Because they don't have what it takes to lead a political party. And we Nigerians, I'm from the APC. We expected PDP to give APC a robust opposition. We expected PDP to give APC a robust opposition. Unlike you can give APC kudos in 2014, 2015. Every policies of the PDP was being analyzed by the publicity department of APC, led by Alhaji Lai Mohammed Asaden. And at that particular time, Nigeria saw reasons that, oh, this is a balanced opposition. Because of Asaden, APC were not biased. Even though the policies were good policies at that particular time, we will put PDP on check that, no, it's not going to be a business as usual. Now, this party has produced all the producibles in Nigeria, and they are having issues, and one man is holding this party to ransom, and they are expecting our dear leader of the South, or our dear grandfather, telling PDP what to do. To me, that is a shame. But the party should be deregistered because of those PDP practitioners. I don't see any reason why they should stay there. Ordinary opposition, they cannot offer Nigerians. Then, what do we need there for?
I mean, the argument is Edwin Clark is not a card member of the People's
Party.
He
must not be Edwin Clark.
Such a suggestion.
Edwin Clark, he is the leader of the politicians in South. Take that
so
to the back.
He makes a cross-party board.
Yes. He is a father and a mentor as far as South is concerned. And what we expected, what Edwin Clark advised PDP should even commend him. And the likes of Wike as PDP governor, he did well, excellently. And nobody has come to challenge his performance. No. But the way and manners is manipulating PDP as a political party, it gives a lot of Nigerians worries. Does that mean PDP leaders are ideologically switched off? They don't know what to do. They don't know how to move the say PDP forward. Is it the PDP of Nigeria dreams? The answer is no.
Now, I understand that probably APC have taken advantage of all the situation in the People's Democratic Party. The 2023 election, it looks clearly that as a governor of the state, you lose your state to an opposition party that we know probably, as at the last count, that APC wasn't the party of Nyesom Wike. So it looks that APC are also the ones sponsoring the issues and attacks and the crisis of the People's Democratic Party. So they are now saying, that APC are also the one creating problem for us. Is that true?
The PDP should bury their heads in shame. That is a political party of men of integrity, quality men and quality women. If APC cause challenges, crisis for them, it's left for them to resolve their crisis within the abyss of the law. It's a political party. We expect them. What are their policies? What are they doing? Nigerians expect PDP to provide leadership in opposition to APC. PDP are not doing that. And we are still here.
So don't you think that the saboteurs in the PDP, the saboteurs in the PDP are also the problem? And then probably now finding it very difficult to tackle them. And that's the move they have made today to inaugurate a committee to handle some of those issues, disciplinary committee and reconciliation committee. I understand that this is now trying to gather the house ahead of 2027 against your party. Are you not afraid about the unity of the People's Democratic Party, or you still think that they don't have the capacity to tackle the next election?
When you talk of capacity, you say, okay, this is your antecedents, this is where you are coming from. For the past 6 years, PDP has been a sleepy dog. It cannot even back. And if you say, why will APC be afraid of the People's Democratic Party? It's very impossible.
The parties that have been in power for many years have more than APC.
They have lost its threat. They have lost their glory.
But people said their life will be better than compared to what APC is giving us now.
How would their life will be better compared to what APC is giving us now?
So do you feel that there's no hardship in the life?
That is laughable if you compare PDP and APC. Governance is a continuous process. Yeah, during the days of PDP, we were still crying of hunger in Nigeria.
But bag of rice was not high. Bag of rice was as
before
low as
PDP
15,000.
came to power, how much was bag of rice? How much was bag of rice? Was bag of rice up to 1,000 naira? The answer is no. The answer is no. And before PDP left, a bag of rice was within 7,000 to 7,500 to 8,000 naira. And today we are buying the same bag of rice 80,000 naira.
Isn't that caused
70,000 naira?
Is it caused by the party or is it caused by change? What do you feel is the reason behind this? Because some person are saying ever since APC came on board, it has been from one problem to the other.
PDP created a lot of mess in Nigeria economy. And the president APC brought to lead the country at that particular time, he made a mess of the economy like the PDP. And now, as it stands, we have a president who is trying his best, but his best is not best enough. And this is not Nigeria of anybody's dream. We cannot sit here and give PDP any credit.
So do you feel that life was not better under PDP compared to what we have in APC? Because the last 8 years, Muhammadu Buhari's administration had promised to fight corruption. But on his departure from office, it looks that we had more corruption cases compared to the People's Democratic Party's regime. And that's why people are saying that probably PDP, even when there was corruption, we're doing the right thing and lives were better to the people because it's about the people here.
You are a journalist. You are a mirror between the government and the public. And if you want, I don't expect you to present or paint any scenario that PDP did well.
I'm not saying we were perfect in delivery.
Because of PDP failed this nation woefully. That was the reason Nigeria rose and rise to support APC. And now the same APC, the first president who run APC ticket for 8 good years, he performed. That is, I don't even know how to even qualify him. He performed below expectation, unimaginable. And now, here we are. We are expecting this hunger of a thing that, okay, we are talking about. Since 1960 to date, there have been hunger in Nigeria. In every government, they will give this hunger a title. I could remember in the days of Olusegun Obasanjo as a military president of Federal Republic of Nigeria, there was what we call Operation Feed the Nation. It was this hunger. And others, President Shehu Shagari, there was what we call the austerity measure. Even under Yakubu Gowon, there was what we call Udoji. And under Obasanjo as a civilian president, it was called poverty alleviation. Even other President Goodluck Jonathan, it was called You Win. And President Muhammadu Buhari came, it was called End Power. Those things are not new to Nigeria. What we are saying, the way and manner the president is handling it today is going in the wrong direction. It says you remove subsidy that give birth to this untold hardship. Now, you are collecting the funds given to the states and bringing grades now and then. In December 2023, he gave the National Assembly senators and the reps money to take to their constituency. For God's sake, who does that? We don't need such. If at all he must do, let the president or let the government subsidize food, and also engage the local government, to go and encourage them to go into farming. We must move Nigeria from idleness to a productive nation. Because of in all the 774 local governments, we have vast lands. The state governors are failing us. Move to the local government. Let it be that, okay, in Sokoto, we are producing onions. In Kebbi, we are producing rice. In Benue, we are producing maize. In Edo, we are producing cassava. In Lagos, we are producing fruit, pineapple. And all this money that is given to the state governors, they should be diverted for agriculture. Let us produce. And if we produce, we can even feed the entire Africa.
All right. A whole lot of concern about what to do, and government will tell you, your government will tell you, we are on it, we understand what we are doing, give us more time. All what we are doing will definitely bring some result. But the reason why I was asking that probably Nigerians are beginning to feel that lives were better under PDP. Now they are saying Jonathan should come back again. PDP are backing the callback of former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. And
which PDP are you talking about? Which PDP?
You don't know People's Democratic Party?
The comatose PDP?
But they are coming back together.
Let them come back. Let us see them. Nigerians, so, we all are Nigerians. We all know PDP. Some of us were even former PDP practitioners. PDP is not new to us. The PDP we have today, PDP cannot even present anything before Nigerians that Nigerians will even accept. PDP failed us. That was the reason why Nigerians moved to APC.
But don't you think that they are regretting?
Yeah, Nigeria might be regretting, but going back to PDP will be more injurious than where we are now.
So the call that Jonathan should be back for 2027, it doesn't make sense to you.
If Jonathan was good, was better, we wouldn't have voted Jonathan out in 2015.
So do you feel some of these issues were not,
those are the
political?
Those are the same problems we are facing. The problems of Nigerians and Nigeria leaders, they are bunches of failures. Now, Jonathan did his best. His best was not best enough. Nigerians rejected him. Instead of us to be thinking of who else can we bring to salvage Nigeria, then we are still going back to Egypt.
Probably the enemies, probably is better than the friend you don't know.
You are far from reality. The enemies you know is your enemy. Fight him as enemy. The friend you don't know, make a friend with him. If he appears to be enemy, you join him with your enemies. Because
it looks like many Nigerians are not satisfied with what they're having. That's why they were changing. They had to change from PDP
to
we
APC. Have changed from PDP to APC. If we must change, we should have a better alternative. Not PDP. PDP is out of it.
But a party that has grass, in terms of vast, spread in the country, that tells you...
The party you are telling me that has vast and is a party that one man is manipulating for the past how many years?
Who is manipulating the party?
The former governor of Rivers State.
It looks that the party leadership say we are still intact. The board of trustees has made a move to visit Governor Fubara yesterday. Don't you think that all those moves are all in a way?
Those are PDP, you know. PDP, you know. They went to Rivers to take what belongs to the party. They are of stomach infrastructure. They don't even believe in the development of Nigeria. How can we think of such a thing that we want to go back Egypt? Is it possible? If PDP present a candidate, be rest assured 2027, Nigerians will reject them. It's not a way out.
All right. Because I've tried as much as possible to get a balance on this interaction, and that is why I have David. He's a member of the People's Democratic Party, joins us virtually to give us a broader perspective to what he feels, the move, the reason behind the move today to reconcile the party, the concern about the call, and all of that. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. Give us an understanding about that. A call, Edwin Clark is saying that PDP must let go of Wike. And Wike has said today that he's still a member of the party, that Edwin Clark and others do not have the right to determine his membership in the party. Do you feel that, in one way or the other, Wike is troubling the state of the party in general?
Thank you very much. Good evening. I didn't quite catch that your question because the network was a bit shady, so I think I'm fully online now.
If you can hear me clearly, Edwin Clark is saying that People's Democratic Party must let go of former Governor Wike, and he has, responded to that comment by the elder of South Start. He's saying that he's still a member of the party, that he doesn't have the power to call for him to leave the party or the party to sanction him. But earlier today they have set up a committee for, a disciplinary committee to tackle all of those who have sabotaged the party. Do you feel that it's gonna make any difference in your party?
Thank you very much for that question. Well, first of all, let me go to the issue of former Governor Nyesom Wike, now Minister of FCT, saying that he is still a member of the party as far as he is concerned. Well, technically he is, because I don't think any arm of the party, organ of the party, has suspended him from the party to say. But the truth is this: it's a question of morality, that Wike should not parade himself anywhere near the party as a member of the party. I don't think Nigerians are new to the issues, to the events that happened prior to 2023 general elections. Wike openly, fought the party to a standstill. He openly worked against the party with the group of G5. He has constantly engaged in activities, in anti-party activities, whether in Rivers State and whether in Nigeria as a whole, to constantly undermine the values and ethos of the People's Democratic Party. So I think this issue is a question of morality. I do not think that he has a moral standing to say that, oh, I'm a party person, I'm a PDP member. Please, what in Wike's activities have shown that he's a committed and loyal party member to the PDP? Because I have never seen a thing like this. It is totally worrisome. And I do not understand why he should parade himself anywhere that is a PDP member. No.
The reason I'm asking that question is because, some person who said it's long overdue. It's 1 year after, all of these dramas in the party, that the party urgently would have taken an action prior to this time. Why going to visit Governor Fubara yesterday? Why setting up the committee in a time like this? Or after you know that Wike is the minister of FCT, he's also doing his normal business with the IPC. Why now? Don't you feel that it looks that it is late coming? The approach might be very much not yielding any result for the party.
No, well, I do not think that it is late. It is too late in the day to set up the reconciliatory committee or to meet with Governor Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State to see how, they can, side with him, stay with him in solidarity and in camaraderie. And I do not also think that it is late for the party to sanction Wike. If you look at the People's Democratic Party, the People's Democratic Party is built on rules and regulation. We have constitution. The People's Democratic Party do not operate in a barbaric manner. So we have rules. We have laid down guidelines to follow to deal with such persons that have engaged and constantly indulge in anti-party activities to undermine the People's Democratic Party. But one thing I also know is this: I think it is high time that the party takes this wicked issue. It is high time the party looked at these issues and then treats them according to the rules and regulation of our party. I mean, it is stated it is unambiguous in our constitution. You cannot engage in anti-party activities. He has constantly derided the party, constantly humiliated the party. So to what end exactly? To what end? So, like I said, I do not think if the party wants to swing into action now, I do not think it is late. I mean, it is better late than never.
All right, I'm going to get back to you very shortly and quickly. Daniel Sid, I'm concerned about the fact that, for the party, it looks that APC is giving, like I earlier said, is giving PDP very big jobs to handle in terms of the fact that there are a lot of interferences, influence from the APC to the party. Don't you feel that in a ruling party, the other should probably be concentrating in delivering dividends of democracy to the people? But right now, it looks that your party is so much interested about the next election that, several moves, several attempts. If you look at the crisis in APC, in Rivers State, it's the same issue, two different, one parading themselves as the chairman, authentic chairman, and the other one parading himself as a caretaker committee chairman. All of these are concerned about, the fact that APC ought to deliver first for the first 4 years they have in hand.
Yeah, APC is a very large family. In every family, you have too many people. You don't usually have peace. You always have one problem or the other. The River State, to the best of my knowledge, is a settled case. Because there was a Congress and the same party said, okay, the leadership of Emeka Beke, this is what they don't really want in it, and it was dissolved, and they set up a caretaker committee led by Tony Okocha. At the end of it all, a court gave a pronouncement that Emeka Beke's led ESCO remain authentic and remain valid. And now we expect Tony Okocha to proceed to appeal court because of APC is a party that respects rule of law, that respects judgment anytime, any day. So now it's a political issue, and what Nigerians choose to do, they are making it more political than how it ought to be. The law is very clear about it. The law is very explicit about it, that Tony Okocha led the caretaker, there was no need for it. That the elected executive should continue with the affairs of the APC leadership in Rivers State. It's a judgment. It's not even an order. It's a judgment. So if there's anything anybody will discuss, let's Okocha-led ESCO proceed to appeal and challenge the judgment. When they have judgment, we cannot be discussing it. Because
the reason I'm saying that the People's Democratic Party are saying that APC are distracting their governance in Rivers State, causing a whole lot of issue. Some people are in PDP and some people are in APC at the same time and all of that. Don't you feel that it's a concern?
Nobody can be in two political parties at the same time.
So you said former governor of Rivers State is not having anything to do with your party.
He has something to do with that. Our party appointed him as a FCT minister.
And are people trying to draw him to APC?
He's a man of his word and he's an adult, and he should be the one to draw himself to APC. If he's coming to APC today, APC will be celebrating because of he is a performance. He's coming from somewhere. He's not a pushover man anytime, any day.
But it's a product of PDP.
To the best of my knowledge, to this moment, is a member of the People Democratic Party.
Well, he has not denied that very quickly. Let me get back to you. There are a lot of concern because we are looking at people are saying that Damagum is not supposed to be the chairman of the party either, and probably we are now doubting how the constitution of those committee. And because it looks that many people in the party will be found wanting one way or the other. So do you feel that this set of persons, if you are privy to have the knowledge of the members of this committee, are those who have the character to handle the negotiation and reconciliation process of your party? Do you feel that it's gonna work and they have the capacity to do that? Because we are looking forward to a PDP that gives the APC the strong opposition that we have, but right now, Labour Party are saying, after APC, we are the next in line.
Well, the truth is this, as bitter and as sad as it might sound, I think that the PDP, as we speak, is sleeping. Because if you look at it, the PDP is embroiled with so many internal crises, especially the legitimacy of who the chairman is. As we can recall, the national chairman, that's Professor Yocha Ayu, resigned from the party. And then, as far as our constitution is concerned, the deputy national chairman from that zone, which is the north, is to step in acting position until there is a convention to elect a substantive national chairman. Now, the North Central, which is supposed to produce the national chairman, and we are saying that, look, it is time. Amagun should leave and allow for convention to take place. In fact, before the last NEC meeting, it was almost a tug of war to allow him to call for NEC meeting. That is one. And then on the other side, you see, there's a popular saying that say, if you seek equity, those who seek equity must come with clean hands. I have looked at the composition of that reconciliatory committee and disciplinary committee, and I just laughed because there are so many characters there who have soiled their hands in so many different anti-party activities. In fact, the other day, there is one fellow I saw there. The other day, we had congresses in Kogi, and this was the same man that came to Kogi and then hijacked all the congress materials and gave it to one group and said that, look, we have done congress. How can that fellow, how can that character sit in a reconciliatory committee or disciplinary committee and you expect people like us with good conscience to take him seriously? Oh, it doesn't work that way. And then that brings us back to what I said in the first place. I think that the party is sleeping because until we get our acts right and quash all these internal crises and then appoint people of noble characters, people of integrity to look at these issues, I think we are just a joke. Because if you look at it, Nigeria is constantly sinking on a daily basis. The APC do not have answers to whatever problem is bedeviling in this country. And then we have prided ourselves as the largest main opposition party in Nigeria, so to speak. But where are we today? It is from one problem to the other. And then the party leaders do not even have the moral standing to call for disciplinary measures against those who have found wanting. I mean, I've never seen a thing like this. I have never seen a thing like this.
Because the concern of many people are looking forward to see that weakest camp in the People's Democratic Party will tell you that, I mean, we are not just the one that went ahead, that went against the party laws or the principle or provisions of the party, as you may put it. That we also have people who did, anti-party activities that also must be indicted on this issue. Do you feel that Wike is the only problem of PDP as it stands now?
Well, Wike is like the Hydra head. So he is the champion of anti-party activities in the party. And so every other person you see causing problems in this party today are one way or the other technically connected to him. Because there are also the Wike G5 group. There are people who are loyal to them. And then these are the people that have been causing problems in the party. Because some of these persons are APC in the morning, are PDP in the morning. And at night they are APC. How do you expect us to move forward as a party? So these are the major concerns.
All right, I'm gonna get back to you so that quickly we'll let you go. But let me get earlier today. I was at the party headquarters, and then we heard when Damago had reacted to the fact that many people are taking his silence for granted. He knows so many things that goes on, and then he's choosing the path of silence because he's a leader. Let me get you the clip and of part of his speech earlier today at the party headquarters.
Nobody is going to intimidate me to relegate my responsibility. You can say all sorts of things. I know that this is the build-up to the coming neck. Damago must go, Damago must go. I thank God people are making me very popular lately. Anytime you open social media, television is damagun damagun. Honestly speaking, I've started contemplating it's high time I throw my self into the ring to also buy for the presidency of this country. Because I've become popular, even though negative to bring me down, but I'm not deterred. I have a responsibility to this party to keep it safe and stable. I intend to take all sorts of version as long as this party will be stable. But I've reached a point that I have to talk. I've avoided talking because I know so many things. But when I open my mouth, I know it will not be flattered. But that's the price of leadership. I'm ready to take that bashing, more bashing. And for my detractors, let me tell them, you'll see more of that later. Because I will not abdicate my responsibility. But I will do it within the confines of law.
That is the acting chairman of People's Democratic Party reacting very tough today in terms of giving an update on the issue to the party. Just before I let you go, give me a final thing because there are many issues the party is having to deal with. When you ask the APC, they will tell you we are always ready for PDP. PDP does not have the capacity to confront us. Look at 2027. Look at the situation we have now. Do you feel that People's Democratic Party still have a chances, or is also a way of trying to frustrate a lot of people who probably have hopes in the PDP, but in one way or the other, the leadership are getting it wrong entirely, and they may miss out again in 2027?
Thank you very much. I personally believe in this party, and I know that this party is one party that has structures rooted across every nooks and cranny of this country. And I still believe that if we can get our acts together, get rid of the bad eggs in the party, we still stand a very good chance. If you look at the antecedents of the party, the PDP is still the only party till today, since the return of democracy in 1999, that has been able to impact in the lives of Nigerians. It is only PDP as a political party that have been able to make Nigerians to live happily. It is only this party that have taken Nigerians to the country as we had at some point in time. We had the best economy, the third fastest rising economy in the world. So I do not think that we do not have a chance. But the one thing must be done right. We must get our acts together, get rid of the bad days, because it's of no use trying to pull people together who do not clearly believe in the party. So once we can get rid of those that do not believe in the party, then we can get our acts together and then work hard to take back Nigeria and put where Nigeria is supposed to be. Are we happy with the cost of living as Nigerians? Are we happy with the state of insecurity in Nigeria? Are we happy with the state of high cost of living? No, everything is definitely going down the drain with the APC. They do not have the answers to these myriads of problems. They just want to grab power for the sake of it. PDP is the only party, I repeat, that has what it takes to take Nigeria to the next level.
All right. Thank you so much, David Chokba, a member of People's Democratic Party. Thank you so much for sparing some of the time this evening with us on the program Big Talk.
Thank you very much.
And now, ahead of September 24th gubernatorial election in Edo State, Senator Adams Oshimele has condemned the denial of access for the All Progressive Congress to use public school premises for campaigns by the Edo State governor, Godwin Obaseki. There are a lot of concerns, and these are the issues of matters that are arising from Edo 2024. Chieftain of APC, your party, it looks that PDP are in no way giving chances to your party in terms of using public facilities. How do you feel? Do you feel that it's about the election, or it's also the way of the governors trying to suppress the voice of the opposition in your state?
There is a way of the governor trying to suppress the voice of the opposition in the state. And I think if we were to be in the governor's shoe, you will do the same. Because of politics in Nigeria, the way and manner, local, determines how you run, how you play your politics. What works in Kaduna will not work in Edo. What works in Sokoto will not work in Delta. What works in Imo will not work in Lagos. So now, this is the tactics Obaseki is coming with. And the leaders of APC in Edo, they are already raising an alarm. And you know, Edo they are very intelligent set of people. And if there is anything they hate, it's oppression. An average Edo person hates oppression more than any other thing. And what is required is for Obaseki not to even make an attempt. How did Obaseki got his second tenure vote? While he was contesting, there was an attempt to frustrate him from the APC National Secretariat, while the former governor of Edo was the APC National Chairman. And there was moves for him not to be allowed to participate in the Goba primaries of APC. And based on that, the Edo people sat there, fold their hands, and watched the situation keenly and say, okay, Edo, what work in Lagos will not work in Edo. That is the case of Akiwumi Abode. Okay, what works in Borno will not work in Edo. The Edo people now decide that, yeah, we have always fight against oppression. An average Edo man is a freedom fighter. That, okay, if that will be the case, they prepare for the election. The election result shocked Nigerians. Despite Obaseki's performance, if he was to go by his performance, he will not even get 1/3 of the vote he got. Just because of that oppression. He was being oppressed. They wanted to use the center to oppress the state. The Edo people rise and still say no. And that is the same way Obaseki want to go today. And if His Excellency Godwin Obaseki go that way, be rest assured, PDP will be surprised the outcome of this September election. Edo people refuse to be intimidated.
Because it looks that if you ask the people of the government, they will tell you, I mean, Adams Oshimole, we agreed, brought Obaseki. Concerned about the fact that as a governor, I ought to bring a success. So this election is all about me. It has been a trend. I quite agree with you. The issues of the last election that you had in the state was marred with a lot of rejection of godfatherism.
Yeah.
So it looks that people are saying Adams Oshimole is also behind another son to be the governor of the state. And that's indirectly still part of the godfatherism he's trying to fight Obaseki with. So Obaseki is saying, I'm the governor, I ought to bring a successor for myself. And that has been the terrain in the state. Do you feel that godfatherism has been rejected totally from all indication? With all the two main political parties, PDP and APC, what is going on?
The godfatherism in Edo State is not just starting now, and the Edo people know the meaning of godfatherism more than any other citizens in this country. Even the days of our late father in his blessed memory, Chief Anthony Aneni, when Oshomole came on board from the opposition of AC, as at then, there was a slogan, one man, one vote. One others, Oshomole, one vote. One anybody, one vote. And say no to godfatherism. And when Oshomole was exiting office, he brought in Godwin Obaseki and Phyllis Shuaibu as governor and deputy. And heaven did fall. Heaven did fall. So the idea or the issue of godfatherism is not the problem of an Edo man. The problem of an Edo man, we need a performer. We need somebody to come and rescue the state where the state is today. Because this is not a door of anybody's dream.
So you're doubting the track record of the People's Democratic Party candidate?
The candidate is a candidate, and he has not hold position in Edo State for us to have judged that this is what you have done. Yeah, we learned that he has had numerous boards.
Just like Obaseki.
Just like Obaseki. The performance of Obaseki is what we should be even discussing, because of it will shock you, it will surprise you to know that most of the government schools, secondary schools, primary schools, and if you go there, most of the teachers there are being employed by the host communities. And you will go to a government secondary school that those days you see nothing less than 80, 20, 30 teachers. You go to government schools today, you discover that from JSS1 to SS3, they have just 4 government teachers on the government payroll. How will you justify that? That is a total failure. That is what we are having in Edo State. The government schools are not working.
Because he's boasting that he has left the state better than he met. Probably.
It's far from reality. That is not the reality. No. That is not the reality.
So you think that the people of Edo are going to reject the PDP candidates? From all
The
indications?
people of Edo are wise people and nobody can manipulate them. They know what they want.
So you feel Monday is better of APC?
I'm of the APC, and if you ask me anytime, any day, I will always speak well of Monday. But
Is it because the party has
my opinion is not the opinion of Edo people. One man, one vote. An average Edo man is an intelligent person. They know what they want. They know what they want. And there is no individual who can even give 50 votes in Edo State. An average Edo man is an independent person. They will go and cast their vote. And if you ask me, I will speak in favor of APC. But if you go down the state, everybody have his mind.
Are you troubled about the Labour Party Akpata's governorship race?
I'm troubled in the sense Akpata jump into the ring. Yeah, it's his constitutional right to contest, to run the race, but he should have known that yes, a Benin man is there today, and that is an Edo South man, and it would have been better for the South to let go. Let us have an Edo Central man. Even though the Labour Party should have known to even give the ticket to an Edo Central man. So let it be that, okay, if APC is coming on board, PDP is coming, Labour is coming, let it come from the Central. So for him jumping into the ring, is making the whole scenario look more imbalanced.
Shaibu is having a problem right now. He has defected to your party. And I mean, you earlier gave that interpretation to that judgment and all of that. And the government in this other part is saying, we do not know Shaibu as the deputy governor. Do you feel, away from also the fact that they will contest this in the Supreme Court, it's also a way of destabilizing Philip Shaibu, who probably says he's one of those who brought His Excellency Godwin Obaseki to office?
The issue is that there was a process. There was a procedure. Shaibu was invited by the panel set up by the state government. And Shaibu refused to make an appearance. And this same panel wrote on the national dailies inviting Shaibu. Shaibu refused to make an appearance. And this panel went ahead to impeach Shaibu. And the State Assembly concurred. The impeachment stands. Then Shaibu proceed to a high court. He got a judgment. And the state government or the State Assembly say, oh, we have gotten a stay of execution that Shaibu should remain impeached while the deputy governor in office, Omobayo, to remain as a deputy governor. Now, the State Assembly and the panel lost the case in the High Court. They moved to appeal court. Yesterday, the appeal court addressed the issue and discovered that the same panel filed a case in the appeal court on this impeachment. Then the State Assembly and the state government filed on this same issue. At the end of it all, the panel now make a record of proceedings, withdrawing the case they file because of there is another case that will take care of this situation. That was what the lordships granted yesterday. There was no judgment yesterday. There was no judgment. It was a withdrawal of a record of proceedings. So I was even surprised in most of our national dailies. It was a form of an advert that, oh, Philip floors Edo State's government, or Philip defeated Baseki at the appeal court, and at the end of it all, you discover that the media are even misleading the public.
Confirm to us as it stands now. So what should we go with? Philip Shaibu is the deputy governor of the state, right?
Philip Shaibu remain impeached. It's not the deputy governor. The case is before appeal court. And what happened yesterday? A record of proceedings was withdrawn because of they filed a double case. Appeal court has not given judgment. Why misleading the public?
All right, a lot of concern about the matters arising from Edo State. This is all the tension that we'll get. More dramas are coming on the way. Of course, we'll try as much as possible to be bringing some of those controversies and concern, reaction by stakeholders and what the people of Edo are really saying about the forthcoming September 21st election. As much as possible, we'll bring all of those reactions so that you can know better. And of course, for Edo people to have a choice, right? They have a choice to choose. So we must also understand into perspective and analyze these issues very clearly. Thanks so much to Mr. Danisi, Honorable Danisi Momo, a member of our APC, and we know that in the September 21st election, we'll be there with you and know how you're gonna deliver your polling unit for the APC by the grace of God.
No, people are wise people. No man can deliver
nobody can deliver your own polling unit.
Nobody can deliver his polling unit. One man, one vote. Let nobody deceive anybody.
That's the beauty of democracy, and that is what we want to see at the forthcoming Edo election. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight on Big Talk. You can always drop a comment right there on the social media platforms at the Global TV NG. Do well to watch many of our programs right here at DSTV 365, Start Times, and Nikom Starts on free to air. There are a lot of issues that will be coming forward. Tomorrow again on the program, we'll be taking another dimension on the issues in the country. My name is Edika Michael. Many thanks for joining us. I'll bring you the news prime very shortly. Do stay with us.